Hey, what's going on everyone? A while back I made a video with a couple of recommendations for local Southern California ocean fishing. One was a casting setup and the other one was a spinning setup. That video appeared to be pretty popular, and with Black Friday just around the corner and with a lot of vendors actually advertising pre-Black Friday sales, I thought it would be a good idea to make a follow-up video with a couple more current recommendations in terms of casting and spinning setups. So let me begin by going over some general guidelines, and I will start with the heavy casting reel setup first. You want the rod length to be somewhere between 7 to 8 foot, and you might be able to get away with maybe a 6.5. And the reason you want a minimum of around 7 is if you're dealing with a hard charging fish that's fighting laterally. Having 7 foot will enable you to easily pass the rod tip from one side of the bow to the other. And when fighting a really strong fish, you want to keep the rod pointed toward the bow, okay? So if you have a really strong fish that's pulling vertically, if you have the rod tip pointed at the bow, you're not going to flip over. If you have the rod tip pointed to your left or right and a really strong fish pulls downward, it might tip your kayak. Now the reason you don't want a rod that's much longer than 8 foot is because it makes things unwieldy as you get the fish closer to the boat and you're trying to land it. In terms of line rating, and again this is SoCal ocean fishing, you want a rod that's rated for something between like 15 to 30 pound line. With a rod like this, you should be able to handle stuff like bass, rockfish, halibut, and even some of the exotics like white sea bass or yellowtail. And so the recommendation with the casting setup is going to be the Okuma 7 foot custom black live bait conventional blah 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 from West Marine. Right now it's on sale for about $1.20, and if you take a closer look at the reel, you'll note CB10CS. So that leads me to believe that it is this reel right here. Okay, it's the Okuma Cortez Graphite Star Drag High Speed Reel. And so this reel is rated, again, probably like 15-30 pound. It would be a good line range, and it's going to hold 350 yards of 20 pound line, which is plenty. And with this setup, you might want to spool it with Power Pro braid from Sierra Trading Post, www.sierra.com. I'd go with maybe 50 pound test, 300 yards, and again 300 yards is more than enough. In terms of the leader, oh by the way, you should always look for coupons for Sierra Trading Post. They are always running coupon sales. And then for the leader, you might want to go with the Berkeley Trilene Fluoro, and this appears to be on sale. It's typically around 20 bucks. Right now it is $10.99 for the 200 yards of 25 pound, okay? And typically you will only need about a 6 foot section at the end tied to your braid main line. I use the modified Albright knot as the connection knot. A lot of people like the FG knot. Okay, moving on to the light spinning reel setup. Again, the principles are the same. Rod length between 7 to 8 foot. The line rating will change, of course. You're looking for something between 10 to 15 pounds, and I think this is a good setup. Okay, the Okuma 7 foot custom black series, size 40 for Okuma translates to about a 4,000 size reel, which is kind of what you're looking for the ocean. It's on sale for about 66 bucks. I think this is a pretty good deal. To me, Okuma represents good bang for the buck. Are they the smoothest or the best built? No, but again, they're reliable and you get a lot of bang for the buck. Let's take a closer look at the specs. Again, 7 foot here. Line rating is about 12 pounds mono, which is what you're looking for. And I might spool it with something like 30 pound braid. Again, Power Pro, 150 yards should be plenty for what you plan on doing with that rod and reel. In terms of leader material, again, I would recommend the Trilene Fluorocarbon Professional Grade. This is not super high-end fluoro like Seaguar, but again, you're not paying those super high-end prices. Unfortunately, the 200 yards of 12 pound is not on sale. Right now it's going for $18.75, but maybe you kind of hold out and wait until it does go on sale. Okay, so that about wraps up this recommendation video. Again, with these two setups, you should be able to handle just about everything you see here in SoCal. You can target bigger fish, you can make bait with it, you can actually go on shore off the beach and fish for perch, etc. Hey, if you found this video useful, hit that like button for me. And if you have any specific questions, go ahead and drop it in the comment section. I try my best, my very best to answer every comment. And again, I really appreciate you. Thanks for dropping by. Get out there, have fun, be safe, and we will see you soon on our next adventure. Bye for now.